right to Twitter. Hello, Edmonton! How are ya? See, I'm starting to talk like everybody. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, nice to see everybody. No, it's really nice to be here. It was really great flying in because when we flew in, it was like this. Nothing, city! So when we leave tonight, it's going to be city, nothing, Vancouver! Woo! One Vancouvian. Yes? Sort of? Are you a bi-Vancouvian? So you're Edmonton, Vancouver. You're a bi-Canadian. Nice. We like that. Hello all the way in the back. Apologies now if there are any children in the audience. I will keep it as clean as possible, but you know me, I always like a double on. Shut up. I always like a double entendre. So good luck explaining things on the way home in the car. Mom, what did he say? Shut up! Daddy, what did Nothing, that's your mother. I generally like to get questions going as soon as possible because the best way for me is I feed off of you guys. But really, are you having a good time? It's a very nicely organized con, and they're treating everybody really well, and you guys are being treated well, you're getting what you want out of it, right? Awesome! Scott's here, my husband. I don't have my ring on, so if anyone, I'm going to tell you that now because I broke my ring. I did, really. I took it, I went to the jeweler to get it resized because it was a little, my ring was really big. I needed it tightened up a bit. I'm talking about the one on my finger. So I went and the guy said to me, oh, there's a crack in the ring. I went, wait a minute, we need a crack in the ring. He said, yeah, there's a crack in the ring. I said, it's titanium. How do you crack titanium? He said, well, you must have dropped it at a specific angle on a concrete floor and it shattered and put a crack in it. I went, are you crazy? This was a ring broken when you gave it to me. He's like, well, I don't know if we can do a refund. I said, please, you really want to do a refund on this and get me a brand new ring because look at your Twitter page and look at my Twitter page. Who's got more twits? Anyway, if you want to line up and ask some questions, go ahead, get in your lineup now. Yeah, the lady who's got her hand up in the air, who's watching out some PO, but don't worry about it. I'm kidding. And is it okay just to go right to questions then? Because this is for me, it's about you guys. It's not about, well, it is about me, but I make it about you guys so that you can get to know me as well as you possibly can or like to or whatever. Okay. Yes, lady with the white flowers on your hair. Hello.
I was wondering, what's the weirdest thing a fan has said or done to you?
Do you want today? Or yesterday? Or anything? Well, there's a couple of stories. And off the top of my head, there was one I was in Phoenix, Arizona. And I don't know, don't ask me why. A Marine took a shine to me. Yeah? Was anybody in Phoenix? Were you there? Yeah. Remember that Marine, he came up, he was 19, so he was of age. And he wanted to give me a kiss. Well, what do you do when a Marine asks you to give him a kiss? You obey and you serve your country. he doesn't know. So that's the fun thing, one of the fun ones. The other weird thing was, there's a picture of Captain Jack astride a very large bomb in one of the publicity photographs. So it was the first episode where Jack rides the bomb off, and the Doctor and Rose think he's going off to explode it, he's going to die, right? So he thinks he is too, to go, save everything. And to take, you know the story. Like I'm telling people who don't know. So, this picture gets around, circulates, and I'm at another convention, and I'm sitting, doing my sitting, and going, hey, what's going on? Yeah, no, sorry, I can't take pictures, they won't let you, I can't pose, and James mentioned, like, oh, let me sign for you. Oh. Guy walks up to me and goes, excuse me? I don't speak Klingon. And I said, what is it? Well, my wife, and he's dressed in a Klingon outfit, completely. And his wife, as a female Klingon. He said, we have a gift for you. I went, oh, great. Chocolate, I love it, drawing, something, a letter. No. He gives me a box with my photograph on the front of it, and in place of the bomb, I'm astride a marital aid. A massager. For those, I can see parents getting really like, ooh. A massager. I was astride a massage machine. And I went, please tell me that's not really in there. You're like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, and we'd like you to have it. And I went, gee, thanks. Put it over. He goes, open it up and look at it. I went, no, I'm fine. Whole line of people. So I took it home to Scott and I said, Scott, we've been given a gift. Would you like to see it? And he went, sure. And I gave him the box. He went, oh, Jesus. He said, who gave it to you? I said, a Klingon. He said, throw it away. They're filthy. So yes, and that's not even the half of it. There's lots of many different things, but you know what? I love it. I think it's great. People are expressing themselves to me with the gifts that they give. It's just think about it a little more. I like cars. I like collectibles. I like all that kind of stuff. A marital aid. I can go by myself. And I might have. Anyway.
So I was just wondering if you're keeping the superhero underwear tradition alive?
Speak up, I didn't hear you.
Are you keeping the superhero underwear tradition alive?
You're going to be really disappointed.
No.
Yes. I have to apologize because I don't like to repeat myself. I've already made it through all of my superhero underwear at all the conventions. And I hate to say it, but I've only got tiny whities on today. Please. You don't believe me? What are you shaking your heads back here for? It's John Barrowman, for goodness sake. That's what it always sounds like when I undo my pants. Or, ow. I really hurt myself. Oh, and if you saw Scott, you know why I hurt myself anyway. Oh my God. Yeah, so I'm sorry. So if you find, there's a gift to give me. Don't give me a Marmalade. Find me superhero underwear. Just talk. Oh, you, what? Oh! There's the line for questions. I wear a large. I need the room. What? Anyway, next question.
Well, I hope your head gets better, and I was just wondering.
The bounce back, can you put the questions so I can hear them a little bit on the speakers coming towards me? Is that all right? Go ahead.
I'm sorry about your head, and I hope it gets better. But I was just wondering what your most memorable experience on the set of Dr. Who is.
The most memorable experience. Well, there's lots, and I always talk about the first thing that springs to my head, and I love you. I really do. Who said Canadians were conservative? Not the Canadians I know. First thing that sprung to mind was an episode that David and I were filming, and I think it was the ones with the, I want to say it was End of Days. Was that the Jumanji? You know what I'm talking about? But you not watch Doctor Who? The creatures in the quarry with the teeth. Yeah? Who? Utopia, thank you. Done so many Doctor Who. We were doing a sequence where we were discussing something and we had to eat chips. French fries, British chips, really thick chips with vinegar and salt on them. And David and I, both being from Scotland, love salt and vinegar chips. And we were like, 2 o'clock in the morning, we'll need chips by then and we'll be ready for them. We were filming outside. And in an outdoor location that was covered, and we're sitting there, and so we start filming the sequence, and we're going, okay, wide shot, get chips, yeah. Cut. Let's do it again. Action. Jump in time. Cut. Okay, take 47. And action! David and I were so sick of chips by the end of that. We could not eat any more. It was absolutely appalling. But even in that sequence, the things that I remember the most are the things like running. With David, we always used to try to outrun each other. He would win because I would let him, because it was his show. No, we always used to do it, and we would be doing the running sequences. I would be in my boat. We had 2 different coats for running in, because we had the hero coat, which was the longer coat, so it blew in the wind, right? And the doctor had one also, as I did. And then we had shorter coats, which for running, because then when you're running and your legs are flicking up in the back, you didn't catch on the tail of the coat, because quite a few times David and I ended up. And that's not sexy. So we had the running coats, and David's giving it, and he wears Converse. I'm in boots. Big boots, big cat boots. So I'm like, David's going, and we're running. And this sequence, the guys in an ATV vehicle, you know, the little 4-wheelers, driving in front of us with a camera, and he's going at speed. Well, someone said to him, just do every take a little faster. So David's going, and I'm going, after 5 takes, I'm like that, slow down! Yeah, all that kind of stuff is what sticks in my mind. It was fun, we had a great time, and also we got to laugh about it. So those are kind of some of the memories. Next.
Those pictures that you tweeted on Twitter with Misha at Comic-Con.
Say it again?
Those pictures you tweeted with Misha at Comic-Con. And so I was wondering, I know you're in Vancouver a lot, if you ever had a chance to guest star on Supernatural, would you? And if so, would you want to play like Angel or Demon?
Would I want to play Angel or Demon?
Yeah.
If it was with Misha? I would definitely want to be bad. I think I like it the moment playing a bad guy. I do. Play a bad guy on Arrow, and I really like that. But what I try to do is make the bad guys likable. So I would love to do maybe a demon and make him bad but likable. Because that's more fun for you guys. If you guys are like, I totally hate him, and I love him. He's so cool, but I hate him. How could you do that? I totally understand. Oh my gosh. Wow. So yeah, I think a big demon. But there's other shows that I'd like to be on. I'm a big fan of Walking Dead. And Billy Gerhardt, who directed a lot of season 1 and everything season 2. He directed Torchwood, Miracle Day, and so yeah, and I also Game of Thrones. But not hairy enough. And when I go back, I'll go back to the UK in November, and I'm also going to speak to Gavin, my manager, because I'm probably going to get it wrong. It's not Highlander, is it? The new one they're doing. Outlander, sorry, yes. Filming in Scotland. And it's all to do with Scottish people, so perfect, isn't it? And maybe I'll be a bad guy in that, or a good guy. It's just a job, I want a job. Yes.
How do you find balance in your life when a lot of your time not filming is spent traveling all around, coming to things like this?
Finding a balance, I don't mind it. This is like a vacation to me. Seriously, because I'm coming, although I don't get to see the cities that I visit, because some people may think I'm being schmaltzy or I'm just going, too bad. You think what you like. This is absolute honest to God truth. And Scott can answer this, and people who know me know this. I get invited to these things, and I know you guys spend a lot of money to come here. So my motto is I come because you guys have given me the life that I've always dreamed about. So therefore, for me to take a weekend out of my life, or a couple weekends a year out of my life, or however many, it's really not a big sacrifice. And I get flown on nice aircrafts, and they give me, one of my seats work. They give me nice food. I arrive here, I put up in a lovely hotel, and I'm looked after, and then I get to see all of you guys. And that, to me, is a lot of fun. So it's not really hard to balance that out, because at the end of the day, I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't for you. So that's why I do them, and that's what I love about them.
I wanted to say it was really awesome seeing you in Calgary in April.
But I love how Canadians say, I say Calgary, and everyone who comes up to me, they're like, Calgary.
Calgary.
Well, people from Edmonton say Calgary. And they call it Edmonton. Like I call it Los Angeles. And Palm Spring Gaze.
And I was going to ask if you went with your pants on, but you already answered that question.
Okay, you were getting about my pants. I'm really having a hard time understanding people. Is there anything we can do about the sound? Please, where's the sound, people? Where are you? I'm really having a hard time. Can you put them like maybe more of those speakers there? Thank you. Go ahead.
I was going to ask if you planned on keeping your pants on, but you already answered that question. So, do you think you're going to
Take yours off. Come on, take your pants off.
Otherwise, it's out of you. Do you think you're going to be in Calgary again next year?
I don't know. They have to invite me. You can't just show up. And sometimes conventions don't like to re-invite people, the same people the next year. But the way that it'll work is if all of you get online and email them and say, we want John Barrowman back. And then I promise I'll have new superhero underwear. Yes.
How did you meet Scott?
Oh my. I'm going to make this brief. I was doing a show at a place called Chichester Festival Theatre in South of London, and I was doing a play called Rogue. And Rogue was a Patrick Hamilton play that is based on the Leopold murders in the 20s. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's really horrific. And the premise of it was, Patrick Hamilton, they say it was based on that, but it wasn't. The premise of the play are two young men who live in Bloomsbury, England. They murder a very wealthy young man. They do things to his body before they put him in a big trunk in the middle of the floor in the room. And then they proceed to invite his family around and have dinner on top of the trunk. So you think I've never played a bad guy before? Well, the first 7 minutes of that it was Alexis Denisoff and I did it together. Yeah. And the whole first 7 minutes, it was Alexis Denisoff and I, and in the theater and around, and we were both completely naked. And I'm doing this, I did like a 7-minute monologue speech while we got rid of the body, put it in the trunk, set everything up, and proceeded to get dressed in front of the audience. So he saw what he was getting from the moment he saw that play. Right? Well, a friend of ours who introduced us said that Scott was dating a friend and also said that I was dating a friend to each other so we wouldn't hook up. But I'm a man who sees something what I want. And I go for it. So when Scott was bringing back, and Scott told me later, it's one of our friends told me later, Scott said, oh my gosh, I saw him being mean. He said he was way out of my league. Isn't that nice? Way out of his league. So that night after the show had finished, I knew he was coming, and someone said to us, you gotta meet this guy Scott, he's really, really cute, really gorgeous, blah, blah, blah. So I'm getting ready in my dressing room, and I kid you not, I was pulling up my underpants, like that, and there's the door. And someone went, hey John, I want you to meet Scott. And I was like, hey! How you doing? Pulled him up, and I turned around and I looked at him, and I kid you not, I looked at him right in the eyes, and in my head I went, that's him. That's the man I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. That is the one. And that's it. Did you think the same? He said, yeah, of course I did. He's sitting over there hiding. I'll get him up in a minute, okay? Yes.
First off, funny story. Both Utopia and the Southern Drums happen to be airing later on today on the local science fiction.
Yay! Yay! I love it! Honey, that means another check. Woo! They're like two plastic breasts. I would not know what to do with them. Yes.
Lots going on in Doctor Who. You're going to get a new Doctor soon. Dave's coming back, and I was wondering, any plans to team up with Matt before this time is done?
No. Well, I hate to tell you, but his filming time is probably already done. They probably already finished the episode. But it's not my call. Not my call. It's the producer's call. It's, that's all I can really say. But if they ask me, of course I would go back. I've always said that. I would love to play Captain Jack again. And even the producers of Arrow, when I first signed on to Arrow, they said to me, John, if you need to go do anything with Doctor Who, because Andrew Kreisberg is a huge fan and followed me on Doctor Who Torchwood, he said, you can go and do it. Because also, they're not stupid. Look at all you guys who were Doctor Who and Torchwood fans and followed me on to Arrow. So, it's a good thing. So who knows? It might happen in the future. Yes.
Have you noticed any major differences between doing British television and doing American television?
Yes, American television is a lot more food on the set. Oh yeah, British television. I remember when we took Mackay Pfeiffer and the cast over to Torchwood to film it in the parks in the Rosylley Beach in Wales, and Mackay was like, it's all so crazy, and Eve and I, living in Wales, we were like in our t-shirts and like, it's nothing, it's not cold, it's only -60. You Canadians understand what I mean? Right? Your skin is pink and raw, and you're like, I don't need a sweater. Look at this. Oh, it's really cold. So, Mackay, in America, every 5-10 minutes, there's someone walks around with a tray going, craft service. And they have sandwiches and cakes, and you name it. You can have something made for you. You can have lattes. You can have anything you want, blah, blah, blah. We in Britain kind of look at the money for that should be spent on being on camera, not at people's tummies. So Mackay's over there and he's like, oh, where's craft service? I'm like, Mackay, there's no craft service. He's like, I need some craft service. And all of a sudden someone comes out with a tray, a cup of tea and a biscuit. Here's your craft service. There you go. And he's like, this is it. I'm like, yep, that's it. That's all you're gonna get for the next 6 hours. So enjoy. So it is, the big difference is food, but I do understand that the people who need to, I'm all for, because the actors and actresses don't really eat all that food. Come on, if they do, they go like that, and then they go, oh really? But the thing with, I think, the guys who work on the set, who are the grips, the crew, the guys who work with the sets and all that kind of stuff, building, they're the ones who eat the food. So if there's going to be food for them, that's great. But it's a huge, big difference in the States. There's tons of food, isn't there, Scott? There's like tables of it. Scott's like that. Yeah, I love it. Because I don't have to go to the grocery store. You love the grocery store, don't you? He hates it. Right? Oh. Scott's sitting there going to me because Superman is standing right there and Scott is not paying any attention to what I'm saying. He's just rubbing Superman's pecs. Lower. Yes.
Hi, I just want to say that you're perfect, and my question is, true story. Yesterday I saw a guy get your name tattooed on his chest.
On his above his pec.
Yeah, right, it was exciting. Anyways,
somehow I didn't think you would think that was exciting. You never know. Go on.
Never mind. What do you think of that? Like people getting that sort of tattoo?
I'm not judgmental. I'm whatever you want to do, whatever floats your boat. But what I have to do, like for instance, Kelsey, who works at the table with us, she had to hear me say to him because my lawyers want me to say this. I will do it. but you have to promise me that you're not using it to get checkbooks or credit cards. No, seriously, I've had it happen. I signed someone's skin, and a couple weeks later, I had 40 grand taken out of my bank account. Yeah, because they copied that, put it on a checkbook, and made an illegal checkbook, and were signing checks in my name. And it was not cool. So I always legally have to say it, because then if we find you, we will bust your ass. So yeah, so that was why. But I think it's great when people, I mean, I don't understand why people want my name tattooed to their body, but I know because you love me, it's really kind of cool, but I was like, I've been taken back by it. Because, what happens when you're 65 and things start to sag a little bit. It's no longer going to say John Barrowman, it's going to say It's not going to be as pretty, is it? I've always said, I said to Scott, look, we should invest in laser removal clinics at the moment, because in 20 years, all these people who got tattoos, they're going to want rid of them because they're going to be dragging on the floor. Anyway, thank you.
Hi, I'm going to save this question since it has to do with music. So,